Well, good night, everyone. Well, here is nighttime. We are in Kunming. This is my first video, so many of you don't even know my name, probably. My English speakers friends call me Mauricio because it's a Spanish name. And I am here with a friend of mine. He will introduce himself very soon. But first, let me introduce myself. I came to Yunnan approximately, this year will be the 5th year. And basically I came here because of tea. So specifically because of pu'er tea. This is one of my favorites, so that's why I came to Yunnan. And I was introduced to tea back in my country, in Argentina, by a Chinese teacher when I was studying Tai Chi Chuan. So that's how it all started, and here I am. So today I want to introduce a tea that we added to our website maybe a few months ago. Last time I uploaded a video, and well, I thought of making this video with my friend because it's more fun than drinking alone. So this is the Shou made with golden flowers. So this is what we'll be drinking today. So okay, Xutao 你介绍一下好不好？
好的，欢迎大家，我是在中国云南昆明，然后我是在前年，对不对？前年认识的毛利修，那我们都很喜欢喝茶，然后我知道他是从阿根廷来到中国，就是因为他非常喜欢我们中国云南的普洱茶，我觉得很神奇。然后我们因为是一起喝茶，喜欢喝茶，我们就是成为了很好的朋友。那么今天毛利修带来了一款寿眉，是不是？
是的。
然后这个寿眉呢，它是有金花在里边的，是不是？
对。
那你可以现在翘一点，我们来冲泡吗？我们一起来喝一下。
So let me try out a little bit of this.
这个会不会太多了？
会，没事的。So as I introduced in the previous video, the way to pry up the tea leaves, because of the way it was compressed, is different from the pu'er tea. So if you see the leaves here, the tea was compressed like this, like in a vertical position. So the way to pry up the tea leaves is like this, from here, from this position. It's not like this, like in pu'er tea. Okay, so we are going to use 8 grams of tea, maybe, or 7. Well, about the tea, for the golden flowers to appear, first need to be like steam, like the pu'er tea is steam, and then it's packed individually in a brick. And then, because of the water content inside, the golden flowers flourish inside the tea. So outside you cannot see them, right? And the temperature they do it in summer because they need a high temperature. So the temperature needs to be between 26 Celsius degrees and 28. And it takes a month, more or less, for the golden flowers to appear on the tea. And the humidity is around 50 to 60 for the golden flowers to appear. So that's like a brief introduction to the process of the tea. So for those who are not very familiar with this tea, we're using the not very uncommon parameters, let's say, like boiling water, like I said, around 7 grams of tea, and so nothing very special. What makes this tea like peculiar, let's say, is that it's white tea, so it's Shou. So it's not very common to find a white tea with golden flowers. So if you are not familiar with golden flowers, you can give it a try. You can try a sample in case you don't like it, because it's not for everyone, right? Some people like it, some people don't. But what it makes it special is that it improves the mouthfeel, and it makes it the astringency is much lower, and it's sweeter, and it's like drinking white tea with honey, because it gives the tea a honey flavor. But at the same time, it also gives like a slight sour, so it's sweet sour flavor. So it's very particular. So first he is brewing it the normal way with a kaiwan, and then we are going to boil it, because the tea changes completely when it's boiled. So that's why we are going to make it in two different ways, to prepare it in two different ways, because probably many of you who have bought the tea maybe didn't try to boil the tea. So you should give it a try, because it's completely different.
喝点水。谢谢。
Yes, first we're drinking, well, we just had dinner, so it's better to drink some water first to clean our mouth. So it's we can feel the taste of the tea like better, like more clean. Well, my friend is very experienced, of course, because he was born in China and he lives here in Kunming. He has, living in China compared to living in the West is a huge difference when it comes to the tea learning, because here you have a lot of opportunity. So it's like living here for 1 year. It's like living in the West for 4 or 5 per se. You know what I mean? Like, because here you have a lot of access to different teas that they're not in the West, and also if you can read Chinese, you can read books. There are many good books too, and also people who can teach you, and there are places to learn also, like formal education, etc. So the opportunities here are kind of unlimited. So my friend was lucky to be born in China, and he has a lot of experience, a lot of experience.
那我们现在闻一下这个茶的香气，好不好？
好。
闻完了你再。
We are going to feel the aroma to smell the dry leaves, to get a sniff of the dry leaves aroma. Well, obviously the golden flowers are here, like the aroma, but for me, I also think like it's like a bit, well, the white tea also, and like honey. 你也觉得吗？
对，
蜂蜜呢？
有蜂蜜香，有花香，对吧
？Like flowers.
对
，like
花
flowers.
香就是 flower。好，那我现在注水。
So this is our first brew. So let's see how it goes. This is maybe the second time this is not. It's not maybe. It is the second time we drink this tea.
这个很甜，我们叫冰糖的一个甜。
哦。
然后还有个非常好的木质香。
Well, here the wet lips, the wet lips is like a bit rock candy kind of, because he said, ping tang. My friend said ping tang is like rock candy, and also it's true. It's like wood, like a bit woody. 木香 right?
对，
It's a 木香。
它还有一种菌香。
对。
菌香就是它这个金花。
对，这个金花。
对吧？
对，
菌群产生的一种特殊的香气。
Yes，
是的。就很甜，是吧？喝完就会让人很温暖。
对，
是不是啊？
很温那个感觉吗？
对对对，体感，身体的感受。
对，
嗯。因为这个是第一泡，我们没有用洗茶的那个。
Yes, we didn't wash the tea leaves. We are drinking it straight.
对，直接就喝了。
So you may wash it or not.
非常好的茶，第一泡是非常好喝的。所以我们不用洗。
Yes, he says that if the tea is very good, the first brew is going to be very good. It doesn't need to be washed. Of course, it's going to be lighter, right? Because especially if it's compressed tea, that there is no doubt about that. But as he said, I agree. For example, Jie Guanyin, the first brew is very light if you don't wash it because the tea leaves are rolled, right? But if the tea is not good, the first brew you can tell already. From the first brew you can tell if you have the experience. That is not good. That is not going to be good. You know what I mean? But if the tea is good, from the first brew you for sure oh, this tea when it opens is going to be great. Let's take a look to it's like golden in color. So one thing is for certain, the tea, the golden flowers change the mouthfeel and the tea because of the chemical reactions. So the astringency is lower. The caffeine is supposed to be a bit lower too, and it's sweeter. Those are true because you can feel it in the tea. If you can try it yourself. Compare the same tea with golden flowers and without golden flowers. Shou, many of you have probably tried Shou, so you can compare it, very easily.
我的这一泡出现这个里边有个非常好的一个水果的味道
，like fruit。
对，水果的味道就是有点酸，但是又像吃热带的水果一样的那种感觉。这个其实它对身体的刺激性是没有什么刺激性吧？因为像这种金花的它的这种制作方法，它是有很多的水在里边，然后它在这个转化的过程当中呢，它就有发酵，有菌群的作用，对不对？有发酵，所以它跟我们的生茶的那种是不一样的，对不对？很好喝啊。它这个茶有很好的香气，有蜜香，有甜香，然后有甜，口感很甜，然后有一点酸，非常像我们云南的热带的水果的那个味道，是不是
？Yes，是的。
然后它还有一种香呢，是这个菌群的香气，就是这个
金花
的那种香气，有点像菌菇，就是香菇啊，菌子的那个。
Yes，是的，mushroom，我们叫 mushroom 那个。mushroom。
但是喝完之后呢，我的身体是很舒服的，特别后背啊，它是会发热的，就是它会给我很好的热量。
But this tea is very comfortable in the body. It gives you like a warming feeling. It's warm, so it's very pleasant to drink. Because not even in China there are many white teas with golden flowers. Very few. I have seen more like Shangpuer teas or Shupuer teas with golden flowers, but white teas, not many. 是不是？
是。而且它这个金花的这个菌群啊，它是对人体是很好的，它是有益的菌。你还能喝吗？
So it gets more sweet and sweet and sweet, this tea, But also the at some point the sourness appears. It's a little more obvious, but it's like it's a pleasant sweet sour flavor. It's not like some very sour teas, like poor teas that are for example, in storing many Shang pu'er teas at some point get sour if they are in a wet environment. There's a stage when it gets like very wet, sour, but this is not that sour. So it's sweet and slightly sour.
啊，这个光用很多的白茶，其实它不是很耐泡。那这个呢，因为它会有发酵，所以它出来的，你看这个它的耐泡度也是很好的。那么我们泡完这一泡，我们可以煮一下，是不是？然后我们喝一下它这个煮过的这个茶好不好喝
？Okay. So, to summarize, the tea is like that. Now we are going to boil it because you can try it yourself. The tea changes completely. It gets more. The sourness becomes stronger, but the tea changes because it gets more like he called it. One time he called it like sour plum, like a more sour plum taste. Here 江里你们叫酸梅汤，是不是？
对，酸梅汤。
酸梅汤。So it's like that is a drink here in many restaurants where you eat hot, where you can eat the hot pot here. There is a drink that they serve. It's called 酸梅汤, and it's sour and it has sugar, so it's sour sweet. It's sour plum. It's a sour plum drink. So when you boil this tea, it gets that profile, and also some Chinese medicine. So it's interesting. It's like you have two different teas on the same tea. So it's interesting to try. So he will boil it in a normal setup. It's an electric, heater, and he's using a teapot. I will show it when he's done.
那我们接下来做的这个茶包需要去煮这个茶，是不是？好的，那就是说你也可以给大家。
我让他们看一下。
对。
So now we are going to boil the tea, like I said before, because it changes completely. So we are going to use this teapot. I think it's from 这个是哪里的这个？浙江。And it's like clay from Zhejiang, and then we are going to use this because of it's practical. So he put the leaves inside the tea bag. So he's going to boil it in the electric heater.
好的。那这个呢，可能要煮个5分钟，我们再喝一下。
好。Well, this tea is 450 grams because I forgot to mention that. So it's a bit thick, compared to pu'er teas. And it's 2020. The year is 2020, in case you are wondering. So it's not new tea. It's not completely new tea. So now, 你煮了多久？5分钟？3分钟。3分钟。
是用热水煮的。
Okay, we are going to drink but this time we boil it maybe less than last time because the tea color gets redder if you boil it for a longer time. So this time the flavor is a bit lighter than last time. Now it's like Chinese medicine, but it doesn't have that sour plum flavor that is not so strong this time.
它这个大家可以看到这个泡沫上，它在翻滚，是不是？有很多的泡沫。
Yes. So this time we brew it like stronger to see if we can get that flavor, the sour plum that we got last time. So let's see.
我先闻闻味道有没有？味道是有的。
哦，
你试一下。是会的。
我等一下，因为是很大，
很烫吗？对
，It's very hot.
我觉得是有的。
应该有。
有。就是这个它的这个浮砖呀，我们多煮一会儿呢，就出来一种像酸梅汤的感觉。当然不是酸梅汤那么酸，也没有那么甜。但是它会有那种感觉给到我们，是不是？因为它是由这个茯茶里边的金花呀，还有这个福鼎白茶的底料，是不是？然后用的这个茯茶的工艺啊，让它金花呢在短期，大概半年，是不是有没有？
工艺的意思吗？
就是它这个
是1个月发酵，以后3个月
晒干晾干，那差不多半年。的这个过程当中，它金花就长出来了。
So well. So we are. That's all for today. So maybe in the future I will make another videos, maybe with my friend too, because it's more fun also to drink with a good friend than to drink alone. So maybe I will do it with him, or maybe I will do it by myself. I am not sure about that. But for sure I will drink tea again with my friend, because we both like tea and we have a good time when we drink together. So thank you guys. See you in the next video.